You know what thing will really grinds my gears?
Yes. I love this. Let's do this more.
This happened. We talk about stupid things we argued about. She used the bathroom and used the last bit of the toilet paper, and instead of replacing the toilet paper, she just put the new toilet paper on top of the toilet paper. And it's like, how lazy can you be? You literally have the new one in your hand, and instead of taking it off, you're gonna just place it on top of the new one. How? It's either that or they just don't replace it at all. Have the common courtesy to say, hey, I used the last toilet paper sheet. I need to put another one in there. That way I don't go to take a dump and I don't have any toilet paper.
Somebody came in here and really fucked with all the shit.
There we go.
They played
We did
DJ.
have a lot of kids in the house today.
The purple one. Is someone purple?
What?
What color?
It doesn't matter. We don't need to leave them on. You look ridiculous being the only one without it.
It's okay. I'm here in
Headphones
spirit.
off.
Headphones off.
I'm vibing to the
Wow.
music.
We're good now. We just needed to hear the music.
There you go.
Hi.
Welcome to Who F Knows
Potty
Podcast.
started.
My name is Patty V. That was the weirdest intro we've ever had, probably because we're just talking, but it's fine.
That really was.
Whoops.
Yeah.
It's okay. We've got a guest.
I feel out of place.
I'm back.
He's the guest.
I don't like the
They
singer.
released me.
He's the guest.
Sorry.
I'm in a bigger chair. I'm happy.
I like the idea of the bit being Russ, big man in a little chair, though.
I swear to God, if next time I have a stool, I'm fighting you.
Move the microphone closer to your face so we don't have to worry about this post-production, please.
You'll just have a solo bar.
You don't have to unscrew anything. Please don't do that either. Don't do that. Just move.
Is this
grab
better?
the back with your hand.
Close your
Yeah,
eyes, folks.
Like
while
cup
you-
the balls. Right? There you go. Now adjust the mic.
Can you feel it?
Oh, I can feel it.
You feel it?
I can feel it.
It's making my scratcher long.
There we go. All right. We don't have any topics tonight.
God.
Nothing.
Zero.
It's been a day. Like I
Zero.
said, welcome to the Who F Knows podcast. I feel like a lot's happened though in the world since the last time we recorded. Like,
Oh, it's been a hell of a week.
do we?
Howdy.
Okay, I'm sorry. We just have to acknowledge it because these two are not going to let us go without acknowledging it. These two sitting next to each other. I don't know if it's that they feel weird.
It's weird.
It's comfortable. It
We've
looks.
been closer before, so
Well,
Oh my.
Tell me more.
take that how you want it.
I want it. I want to know more.
We've we just slept in the same beds before.
So
as many
that leads
friends
me to
do.
my first topic on the
Okay.
Who F Knows podcast.
That doesn't shock me about Dave.
Okay.
okay.
Is what I get? How do I ask this question? And this isn't a topic I had, but I'm just thinking about it now. Is it weird, or is there a line that you draw sleeping with the homies?
I guess to me, I don't feel comfortable going down to my boxers with the homies.
That's fair.
Sleep with my boxers at my house, but if I'm with the homies, it's got to be shorts at the minimum. You can take the shirt off, you can whatever, but
Oh boy,
gotta be some shorts on. I feel like boxers. Now, if you're like in a hotel and you got like a 2-queen bed and you want to get in your boxers to sleep in your bed, go for it. No shame. But if we're sharing the same bed, shorts.
with it.
Shorts is the least amount of clothing. I feel like.
Now, if the amount of people per the room, say it's a 2-bedroom, you have 6 people. Is it okay to cuddle the homie?
Depends on how cold it is.
why are we cuddling? Can we talk about this?
Depends on how cold.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious!
The real question here is, how much money do we save by
So-
sleeping together?
So that was my question was more along the lines of like, are you sharing a bed with a homie normally? When I was younger, absolutely, and even now, I don't care. And it's to save money and all that. But I think the question as well was like, is there a pillow barrier? Do you care?
Nah,
You
there's
just
no
dove
pillow
right
barrier.
into like, well, as long as he's wearing at least boxers. I was like, oh, okay, well,
As long as he's not freeballed in bed,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I don't want him to roll over in the middle of the night and put his arm around me. I mean, that's not what I want, but it's cool. We're cool.
Does it happen though? I feel like the arm thing could
I
happen.
don't-
Like
it's
in the
never
middle of the
happened to me.
night, tired,
We've-
rolling over.
We've pushed the boundaries with a college, not me and Dave, with a college buddy.
Whoa, where was I?
with a college buddy, because in college you get the little full size beds.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
So we've had me, him, and two
And?
companions, and it got real tight in a full size bed. And that you just at that point, that's when you just got to take it for the team.
that feels different.
Yeah,
That wasn't the question.
That's something.
But you're very close to the homie inside of a full size bed,
It still feels different.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
It's
be
out of the
honest.
bed. It's about to be-
toes to face. You know,
It still feels different. Like there's a lot of layers to this. And
Peel
I
them back.
I'm
Like
not
it again.
sure. Maybe we could peel them back. It's so. I guess the next question.
What a start.
If I was at a bar talking to someone, I would totally ask these questions. Knowing someone's going to see this video, I'm like, do I want to ask these questions?
Do it.
The next question is, knowing that the situation you just spelled out, it's two guys and clearly two gals in a bed, right? So that doesn't feel as icky to me. And I want to understand how it feels to other people sharing the bed with a woman. Is there an issue there? Where are we drawing the line with like sharing the bed with a homie when a woman's involved?
Oh, okay. I was like, I need you to.
yeah. I was trying to
I
picture it out. In
I
my
was
head,
confused
what
because you
were
said
saying.
just shared with a woman. I was like, you mean like we're just two people in one bed? That's cool.
No.
But you
Sleeping in the
clarified.
middle.
Okay, no, we're good now.
Yeah.
I get you. I see where we're going with this.
Like the main thing with that, who's in the middle?
I think you know what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make Russ answer this first because he's the guest of honor. So go ahead. That means answer the question.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sleeping on the side. I'm taking the side closest to the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
The
you're
homie
not.
on the other side.
Okay, I like. Yeah, that's.
Wait, let's just shut up. Let's move past this topic. This is not.
I was the only one that answered. Is everybody shorts? Or do y'all have like the point where you're like, if you share a bed, whatever, I don't really care.
Oh, if we're saving a few $100,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I actually don't care at all.
Times are hard in St. Bernard, so save the money.
Yeah, I'm cool. As long as if we're getting like these budget rooms like you can get sometimes, then there's no reason to be sharing beds. But
Now with Dave, he has a big problem with
I
snoring.
snore. It's
so
a medical condition. I don't know what you want me to do.
He's a tough guy to
It's
share
a
a
medical
room
condition.
with.
And yet you've done it for almost 20
I
years.
know.
So
I sleep pretty hard. I don't know. Shared a room when we went to
my
UL.
snoring doesn't bother me.
Of course not.
Yeah, he sleeps great.
You know?
You just got to make sure you fall asleep before Dave falls asleep.
Hey, at that point, I'm not concerned about anybody else. If I get my sleep, I get my sleep. It is what it is.
Did we all share a room when we went to UL? Did you have your own room? I can't remember.
We
I
did
think
all
I
share a
checked-
room. I fell
I think
asleep
I
on the
checked
floor.
y'all. I checked y'all in. Yeah. I checked y'all in, and then I come back, and then I'm like, "How'd the night go?"
I
And
think I
like,
got
well, Dave
into
fell
the
asleep
bed.
on the floor.
I got in the bed eventually because we had two beds,
Yeah.
but he didn't stay with us. I fell asleep on the floor just like this, and I got up and went in the bed in the middle of the night.
It was a rough time.
Good times. What a time.
Jesus.
Top 5 college town I've ever been to.
I agree. You know what? Well, I don't think I've been to 5 college towns.
That's fair. I mean, I have, but
Are we counting New Orleans? New Orleans can't count as a college town, right?
of course it does.
Does it? What's the college?
Well,
Tulane,
you,
I guess.
you have to. So I
Yeah.
think in that
You got
situation,
options.
Yeah.
well, I think in that situation, to be fair, it's uptown.
Uptown.
It's
Okay.
just like around university.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's-
Okay, fair.
We're not even counting UNO.
That's what
not
I'm
a
saying.
thing.
As somebody who
That's-
went to UNO, like you would go out in the quarter.
Is
That's
that
not
still
a
a
thing.
college?
For now.
Don't disrespect me. Anyway, so but we ranking UL number 1. Baton Rouge has got to be.
I said top 5. I didn't say number 1. I don't know. to be
I think
fair.
UL might be number 1 of the ones I've been to. If we're talking Louisiana college towns, what are the ones?
It's
different.
pretty good.
I think
Well,
for Baton Rouge, it's more of a depends. Like I've been to UL outside of football season, outside of baseball, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge, there's not anything going on in Death Valley
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Allen Spot. Nobody's going.
Baton Rouge sucks. Can we
Yeah.
just be honest with ourselves for a second? Baton Rouge is not a fun town.
There's
I
not a lot
hate
of. Yeah.
Things we romanticize this town because of the Go Tigers, but like, come on, guys.
And as you get
If
old,
it takes me an hour and a half to get from one side to the other side, I'm not a fan of it.
that's gonna say, and the older you get, the worse it gets because you're sitting in the traffic. Like I've had to go out there for work and training, and it's like the GPS said 7 minutes. An hour and a half later, I was there. Like, what are we doing?
I hate it.
It is one of the worst towns to be
Probably
in.
the reason I don't like LSU sometimes. It has to do with Baton Rouge. I grew up, people talking so great about this place, and they're like, "Oh, it's so much fun." And then I go out there and I try to do all these different things, and I'm like, "This place sucks.
It's
I
miserable
hate it."
I do like I have plenty of good memories in Baton Rouge,
Sure.
but
that you can remember.
yeah, that I can remember. But it's just the little things like that, like the traffic. The people are way more obnoxious than they are at UL. 100%.
Yeah.
I think when you throw that at the size of the campus and just the university, you're bound to have like just some people that are just going to be ignorant.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Nighttown. Fuck the keg forever.
yeah, Tigerland had a little bad rep for a while too. Some underage drinking
What's the 2-lane bar? I'm blanking right now.
The Boot?
Find me
The
one
Boot.
college town that doesn't
That's
have
the Boot.
underage drinking issues.
Shout out to the
I was
Boot.
going to say, I'm pretty sure every
Yeah.
town in general has underage
Shout out
drinking
to
issues.
the Boot.
Like I've been kicked out of every Hammond bar.
Hammond's might be underrated, or used to be. Maybe not anymore.
It used to be.
You used to be an underrated college town.
Yeah, I went to Hammond though in my 30s, and I was like, "Why am I here?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, you were in your 30s.
I was like, "This is not for me." And
We've all been there, right? We've all been in our, upper 20s, and at least and been like, let's give the college town one more go.
yeah,
And you're like,
It's miserable.
and you realize it. You get to the point where you're like, all right, this is not for me.
it was my buddy's birthday, and we had a long history of like going out in really fun places, and we had a great night at a great restaurant, 13 whatever is in Hammond, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a lot of great bars." I'm like, "All right, cool." I've never been out in Hammond before, and we went to a bar. A lot of people there. I mean, this place is packed. But I'm looking around and I'm like, guys, I don't know if you guys have realized this or not. We are not welcome here. And if we are, it's creepy as fuck. I'm
Was
just
it one of
letting
the
you
ones that you had to cross the train tracks from like the main section of Hammond to get to?
Probably.
know. There's like 4 or 5
Yeah.
like in one area.
All the worst ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there comes a point where it's like, so you're welcome in the college bars after college for a little while.
Sure.
There comes a point where you just realize you belong more in dive bars
Or like a cocktail
or
bar
like a
something.
cocktail bar.
see, that's what
somewhere else.
that was kind of leading to, I guess, a question I was going to ask. Like, what is, at this point in your life, what is your ideal?
see.
Like, obviously, it's not, all right, I want to go have a good time. I'm not going to go to this college bar and expect it to be crazy. I'm looking for blank.
Are you asking for ideal night out or just
Yeah.
like ideal
Like
type of
a
bar?
night out / place, like bar / place to go. Like, is it
It's two different
is it like a
questions.
college bar? Is it just like a place that the vibes are going to be? It doesn't matter who's in there.
I
It's
want
too-
it to be mellow the whole time. I don't want
It depends on my mood.
Yeah. But you
Depends
don't want
on my
too
mood.
loud a music that's terrible music blaring the whole time.
I don't know. We've gone to
I'm a vibes guy.
Yeah,
and
there's
the vibes
certain-
can change.
there's
So,
certain nights where I want to go to the beer garden and just have that music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
whatever.
need trap music and I need people
Yeah.
to dance like they are throwing it back on whoever. I don't care. I want to see that. I want to be a part of that.
Sometimes I want it to be terrible karaoke.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know?
Sometimes I need to see a 75-year-old man pretend he's still a rock star and sing.
What is
Your cleaning robot is very aggressive.
I didn't know what that was.
We all paused. I was like, what is
Fee,
happening?
That was
Five,
scarier than we
four,
thought Victoria was
four.
coming through the roof.
It's
Yeah,
your
my
attach
robot,
track.
so we have a,
Wow.
we
I
have
hope we heard that.
we have a no, this did not pick that up. We have a vacuum, robot vacuum that tried to bang through the door and caught us all off guard.
Anyway,
Like it was a drug bust.
so I like to go. So when we would go to like Ocean Springs, it's the perfect scenario because there's different types of bars down there,
Yeah.
and they're all close. You can kind of. We would start at the casino a little bit.
Yeah.
You get your free drinks, right? And then you go downtown, and there's different types of bars. There's the I can't do this. There was like an Irish pub. There was a country bar. There was a bar with live music, so you could bar hop and kind of feel out what you wanted to have for the night. And then you can gravitate to what you're feeling because you don't always know what you're feeling when you get out there.
Right.
What are we gonna do about this?
We're going to take your cleaning robot and put him in the next room. So
But I'm telling you, I think you're gonna be able to hear it.
Can we just be professional for a minute?
How?
It's like a small child trying to
Well,
bang
I
down
gave-
the door.
I gave
Give
you
me
my
the fuck in.
I gave you my opinion.
I'm so distracted right now by everything going on. I agree, though. I do agree. I like live music, first of all. big live music guy. I love dancing. I don't care if I'm dancing or other people dancing. I love when people are dancing. I like cocktails, but I don't have to have cocktails, right? I could be at a dive bar. It could be a grungy ass dive bar.
Yeah.
But I need people there to be having fun and singing karaoke or something. It can't just be a dive bar where everybody's sitting in their own corner on their own. That's depressing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
So those people are driving home and killing themselves.
Is Red Bar
Where's your
kind of not like that?
It goes back and forth.
It does.
Okay.
Like out Mandeville, Madisonville, Covington area, where's your go-to?
Well, we
It's-
talked about this
depends
earlier.
on the vibes.
The one always, the
Yeah.
clear cut always is
Lit Rooster.
Lit Rooster. But by the time I normally go out, because I'm a New Orleanian,
Yeah.
which I live in Mandeville, but I'm a New Orleanian, I go out late. And these places are like, yeah, we're open till 2. I show up at fucking 11:45 and they're like, sorry,
They're
we're closed.
shutting
And I'm
down,
like,
yeah.
what do you mean you're closed? You're open till 2. Whole nother rant.
Like they said, they're staying open till 2 tonight.
But is that more on the bar or the people that go there? Because if they're busy, they're not kicking people
I
out.
think it's both. Some bars, they get this mindset where they're like, well, nobody's been here a couple weeks or whatever, like on Fridays. This isn't a big night, so we're going to close by this time no matter what. And it's like, well, tonight you have 11 people waiting to party. But for whatever reason, you have it in your head that you close at 11:45 tonight. So now you're going to miss out on an extra $500,
Yeah.
$600.
See, I look at it as like they're in there planning to stay open till 2, but there's 3 people in there at 11:30, and they're like, yeah, we can get 3 people out of here, so let's get them out of here
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
11 people show up. But that could
But then
that
you're
could be the
missing out
workers.
on
Yeah,
a shit ton of money.
Right.
So you never know.
yeah.
I'd rather go some bars later than other ones. Just
Just-
like there's no like a lot of
If Google says
Usually
you're
gonna
open
be
till
there.
a certain time,
You-
stay open
Yeah.
until that time.
Yeah.
That's my rant.
Right. You know what? You know what? You're right. I don't have a problem that you want to close before 2.
I don't either.
Don't tell me you're open till 2. This goes for everywhere. Canes, don't keep telling me you're open till 2 o'clock and we're recording till midnight and I think I can get Canes on the way home and Canes is fucking closed and I can't get any food, which is fine, but I got my hopes up for Canes. You know what I mean?
It sucks.
God, I hope they're open on the way home.
Don't,
I know where I'm
don't
stopping.
hold your breath, buddy.
One of Slaughter is. I appreciate a good like outdoor section of the
Yeah.
bar.
String
Yeah.
lights.
Like
String
if I don't
lights.
want to sit inside and listen to this music and I just want to just go outside and just vibe out, I appreciate a good outdoor
Man.
little section.
I wish I remember the name of it. There's a bar in Ocean Springs. One of the most underrated places to go out. I don't know if you agree, but there's a bar. It's got outdoor area with patio lights and everything like you're talking about with live music. On one side, there's I'm gonna call it like a beer garden because I don't know what else to call it, but there's a million different types of beers. You can go in there, get that. Then there's an actual cocktail bar. There's everything. There's everything you could want. There's regular music inside, live music outside, and then the beer section there. Perfect bar. Perfect.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
I went to a place in
that's all I need.
what?
Like something like that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's like a perfect bar.
Yeah.
I went to a place in Des Moines once. One of my favorite bars I've ever been
Really?
to. Des Moines, first of all. When you hear Des Moines, what do you think of?
Potatoes.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, those are fair. All 3 of them. Potatoes, Iowa, nothing. Yes, it is in Iowa. Maybe potatoes, I guess. And nothing, sure.
I think I'm thinking of Idaho, but yeah.
So this bar, I can't remember the name of the bar. People, if anyone knows Des Moines, they'll know the bar I'm talking about. There's a bar that like the front of the bar is like a 50s themed, almost like diner feel. It's super weird. It's like velvet carpet. Everything's red.
Sorry.
Jesus. Everything's red. This is the wildest podcast. People don't even know what's going on and I can't explain it. Everything's red. Even the seats are like the leather, like, like the vertical, like whatever. And there's like almost like boots. And then like you walk up to the bar and it's like the old mahogany wood with like a leather seat at the bar. Very old feeling, right? But if you walk through it, there's a bar in the back that's like a fishing bar, I guess is what it would be. There's like 500 beers on tap in the back. The front bar is like a cocktail bar, like a 50s cocktail bar. And the back bar is like a beer bar, but it's like a weird fishing beer bar. It's so cool. It's one of the coolest places I've been to.
I think one of the best I've been to when I was living out in Canaveral, Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach. They got a bar. It's a little restaurant in the front. Then it turns into a nightclub in the back. You got the outside section, and then you just look at the ocean.
Ooh.
Like that's the whole
There you
outside of
go.
it. And it's like they own that whole area. So they'll have the bartenders bring in the beers to you on the beach if you're
There you
sitting
go.
out there. It's
Love
like
it.
that's perfect,
I like
especially
that.
at night.
Dangerous game.
I like
so dangerous.
Alcohol, dark, beach,
Sharks.
That's true.
It's fine.
something.
Now you can go to Vegas has the rooftop hookah bars.
Mm.
You could be in if you're in that kind of mood
Mm-hmm.
to just like if you're in the mood where you just want to you're saying like you don't want to go some like a dive bar where everybody's in the corner depressing whatever. I feel like the rooftop hookah bar is a little bit different vibe than that,
Yeah.
but it's kind of the same setting. But like you're going there with the mindset that you're gonna just chill out, relax, vibe to some music, whatever. They have those, but they also have the bar with all the arcade games, or you could go outside. They got beer pong tables set up, giant beer pong, giant Connect Four. Sometimes I dig that kind of bar too.
Yeah.
That has
Like you
it
need
has
something
the
fun to
entertainment.
do.
Yeah, like if I want to go have some fun,
It's
like
a good
I'm
way to
not,
mingle too.
Like
yeah, yeah.
Barcadia, how it used to be.
Yeah, Barcadia, how Barcadia used to be. You could
Yeah.
go in like, especially like if you like in your single days, it's a easy icebreaker if there's a million different things you can do. Fun, good times.
Now they also did have the horrible money grab bars where it's like each floor they wanted to charge you to play a different type of music.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
geez.
true. That's the
It's like
casino.
if you
bars.
wanted to go to listen to hip hop, it was $20 for this. If you want
Yeah.
to go to and listen to this type of music, it's this much.
Mhm.
After you'd already paid your cover.
yeah,
to
it's
get
like
in.
it's like $50 a person to get in. Plus, you can get in, but if the room where everybody actually is another $50.
That's stupid.
It
yeah.
was Dre's in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the Vegas.
Jesus.
That's the Vegas hotel bars. Don't go to the Vegas hotel bars. Go downtown or
Yeah,
Or go to Fremont.
Fremont.
Yeah.
Go Fremont. Have a good time. One day you'll get to go, Patty. Don't worry.
I was gonna say I don't know anything about Vegas, and you're just telling me that I should not go. So
No, you should go. Fremont.
Just don't go to
Fremont
Dre's.
is a whole. Fremont's a different world. It's the perfect vibe. Anything you could want is on Fremont
are
Street.
the beers $16?
No. Fremont has some dive bars. They have some bars that are like that.
Imagine giant bourbon, but safer.
No, it's
I
no.
don't
Fremont?
like- you're not selling me.
Not when you get off of Fremont.
Yeah.
So there's the Fremont with the covered lights. Once you get past that and you're not on the touristy part,
yeah.
it's not like that. It's not like bourbon.
They did on the strip have during the day that was $1 or
Dollar
$2 Mickeys?
Michelobes.
$1 Mickeys.
Now in this economy, they might be $2. We went in there and I was like, "Can I get 2?" And he looked at me like, 2? I was like, first off, it's like 8 a.m. I was like, 4? I don't know. Like I can only carry so many of them, bro. Like
You want to
3 and a
carry it?
half?
we had
Yeah.
had White Castle and then went next door for Dollar Michelobes at like
go.
9 a.m.
Welcome to Vegas.
That was our first hour in Vegas. White Castle and Dollar Michelobes.
To be fair, you had probably woken up hours before to fly out there, and then
yeah.
it's 10 o'clock New Orleans time.
So
So
I'm drinking on the
you
plane.
know,
I'm starting early.
you're probably okay. It's not 8 a.m. It's
White Castle gets a lot of hate. It's for what it is. It's not bad. It's like crystals. It's like the crystals out in the quarter. It's like
it is.
you know what it
It's
is.
the exact same.
You know, although the workers can be kind of mean because they got the little second floor. If you try to go up there and
Oh, at Crystals?
yeah,
I've
They
never
yell at you to
have you
get-
tried
to-
to go up there before?
to,
They have a
to
second
kick out.
floor?
Why? I've always been curious about the second floor of Crystals in the quarter. Tell me more about this because I feel like you know more than I do.
It's just extra seating.
But they kick you out. What?
Yeah, if you don't buy anything, which
So
is
you can't just go up there.
which
and
makes sense. But
hang out.
as like a high school kid, you're just like,
Yeah.
what if I just want to go up?
want to hang out?
It's the only place that's open at this time. What if I just want to go up here? Fine, give me some fries and a $2 burger. That the patty is not even there. I appreciate Crystals though, and White Castle.
There's-
You know?
Castle Burger guy.
What about what's the difference between a Castle Burger and a slider?
Nothing. Well, Castle Burgers are the
Sliders a
originator.
little
But yeah.
thicker.
Are they?
I was gonna say because when I think of like
Castle
They're-
burgers are a little bit more oniony.
they're essentially
gonna
the same
say-
thing, right? But like a slider, I think of like Smalls,
Yeah.
and that's like a real mini hamburger.
Yeah.
Whereas
I don't.
a
So to be fair, I've never had a slider, so I don't know how to answer that.
Have you had a hamburger?
Yes,
Same thing. Smaller.
it is at least at
It's
like
just shrunken
because like
down.
Castle Burgers are like burger, onion, and that's kind of it.
That's
Maybe
it.
cheese.
But like
sliders.
it's a full.
Yeah.
It's the full deal with a hamburger.
Smalls is a burger, cheese, pickle, and they put like a special sauce on
It's
it.
made
But
Made a tiny burger.
yeah, it's a tiny burger. You get 2 of them, basically 1 burger,
Sure.
but way better. But
we're
also, it's
tricking
just better
people.
food. Anyway,
Speaking of food, it's a great time to be a big bag.
Alive.
Is it?
It
Why?
is. It's
All
all
the
summer.
I mean, the ice cream treats and just all the snacks that are coming out.
Please enlighten me.
I mean, they have. So before it used to just be like the Snickers ice cream and the Twix ice cream. Now they got like Butterfinger ice cream. They got
They've always
100
had
grain
Butterfinger
ice
ice
cream. They got like these little Fat Boy sandwiches, s'mores and sprinkles. They have Rice Krispies that have Rice Krispie ice cream sandwiches. It's 2 Rice Krispies with ice cream in the middle.
Didn't they,
they
just
have-
start Pop Tarts as
Yeah,
well?
they have Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. They have like all these different kind of Oreo ice cream. Like, I mean, it's just a great time.
Does any of that move you?
No,
Me either.
not at all.
Me either. So I will give you this. I will give you this. I had the Snickers ice cream thing. I guess it's just the regular ice cream bar at the Super Bowl thing when it was here for the first time. They were giving them out for free. I was like, all right, I'll try one. Underrated. I was not aware what I was missing with the Snickers one, which makes me want to try the Butterfinger one, which they've always had the Butterfinger
Really?
one. I don't know why you think it's just
Round.
coming out.
They've had the Twix one.
No, they've always had Butterfingers. We have them at
No.
work. I've had them at work for over a year.
Well, they
So
need-
that was my question: was have we not already had these?
We've had the
I didn't even
Butterfingers.
know we didn't have these. So for you to be like, "Oh, we have
It
all these
says
things,"
new on the box.
I was like, I don't get. Like, I thought we had them.
It says new on the
We've
box.
had the Butterfingers. If the Snickers one just tastes like a cold Snickers
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
So if the Butterfinger one just tastes like a cold Butterfinger, I'm in.
I mean,
it
when
does.
I was a kid, I
That's
used
my
to just
dream.
put those candy bars in the freezer.
Yeah.
I didn't-
I did the same thing with Thin
absolutely.
Mints.
They used to sell them at
They
the
do,
gas station.
yeah, they do
like
at the
that.
gas
Like,
stations.
Dude,
now.
my new fridge has like the little sliding drawers for snacks. Nothing but chocolate candy bars in there.
Wow,
Well, there's 2 of them. One is like chocolate
you don't
candy
even
bars.
need chocolate.
I'll take like a Butterfinger every now.
You're
I
a
buy
cream guy. Stop lying to me.
Butterfingers are my favorite candy bar.
Oh, my kids can reach
What
that,
the
so I hide
when
my
the
good stuff in the back.
What is happening?
Butterfinger.
Butterfingers are my favorite candy bar. I will give you.
No, he's a liar.
No,
He's a-
listen. Butterfingers is my favorite candy bar, and then the Oreo cookies, or what is it? The Hershey's cookies and creams are my second favorite.
you don't like chocolate. That's all I know.
I do like
I
chocolate.
filed it away in my brain that you don't like chocolate a long time ago. You're a cream guy. And if you're changing that on me right now, I don't like it.
I'm not saying I dislike the cream, bro.
What cream are you talking about?
He's
Like
a
what
cream
candy has
guy.
cream in it?
When we do this
He
for the
did
TikTok,
anything
you just
cookies and
have that
cream.
portion.
All I'm thinking is like Cadbury egg.
No,
Just have
I
that
like.
portion.
coo-
I'm a
I like.
fan of the cream, bro.
I like cookies and cream. Is what he's really is what he's
Cookies and
getting at.
cream.
Everywhere we've ever been, anytime we talk about any type
It's
of dessert,
cookies.
or
I love
anything,
cookies. I do love. If we go somewhere that has like chocolate shakes or cookies and cream shakes, I will always get the cookies and cream shake. But I can't not like chocolate. That's what cookies and cream is.
Chocolate has never moved you.
No, it doesn't. Chocolate doesn't really move me, but I do like a Butterfinger. But because I don't love chocolate that much, I only am.
Listen,
I only
you know you. I know you. I know that you know you.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. There's Hershey bars in my fridge. There's Butterfingers in my fridge. Sometimes I get a little craving for a little chocolate.
Age does some
Little-
things to
little
a man.
chocolate.
Nothing beats
Huh?
like a
Little chocolate.
Little
cold
chocolate.
Reese's peanut butter cup
Oh,
in the
yeah.
fridge. If out of all the fridged candies, peanut butter cups. Top tier.
Reese's are, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
elite.
put them in the freezer
Can
for
we-
a few hours.
Some little.
He disagrees.
I
See?
don't like Reese's.
You like Reese's?
I don't like Reese's.
This fucking guy.
You like
I
peanut
hate
butter?
them
I
already.
do like peanut butter. Soda's weird.
Well, then how does that?
I don't know.
So is it the chocolate?
it's the mixture of the two. I don't know. I
They
guess I
go
don't know.
together like yin and yang.
I guess.
It's a
bro.
blend, a perfect blend.
They sell the little. You can buy the peanut butter by itself now. The Reese's peanut butter.
You know what you're
That's
making?
weird. I don't do. I
And
don't know.
They started selling the Wendy's burgers at the grocery store.
Yeah, fresh, never frozen, but frozen at the
yeah,
grocery.
yeah.
To be fair, we both worked at Wendy's. It was not.
They are
frozen.
never frozen. It's true.
They come with like the little blood and the little thing still.
Yep. They are never frozen.
That's fine, but at the store, it also says fresh, never
Yeah,
frozen.
And that's a lie.
They're definitely
and
frozen.
they're square because they don't cut corners.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, it's fine, but it's stupid.
That's what I was told, bro. I'm just passing. Don't shoot the messenger.
Listen, I worked for Disney. I was told a lot of stuff too. It's fine.
Wendy's, the more
boy.
the more you know,
Yeah. All I know is I had a buddy who worked at Wendy's when I was younger, and all I had to do was drive through the drive-through, and I got
Always.
90 chicken nuggets on a whim.
Let me look. As a kid in high school, I loved closing at Wendy's. We got dinner every night.
Nice.
As a kid in high school, I'm getting whatever we want.
I ate for free a lot.
How many Frosties can I fill up with what's left of this? Like,
Oh, that's what I love to work at the bakery.
Dude, high school, and even like early college is all about knowing people that work at different restaurants.
Mhm.
So that they can. My neighbor used to work at Texas Roadhouse, and she would bring home rolls all the time, all the time.
I worked at Papa John's.
Oh,
When I tell you I didn't
Domino's.
pay for food for a long time,
Mhm.
I would bring home pizzas every night.
I don't know if Papa John's is the same, but Domino's people would order like pickup orders, and they obviously wouldn't pay till they got there, and so people would leave stuff all the time, and it'd be free reign.
Yeah.
Cheesy bread, lava
What you
cakes.
bringing home from the bakery?
Ooh, I would bring home donuts every night.
Okay.
Donut
Yeah.
holes, the Hubert pies,
Mhm.
king cakes.
Yeah, you were just eating sweets. Good for you. I
But
couldn't
see,
do
it's
that.
it's a good friend to have because if you got that guy
Yeah.
and the guy that works at Wendy's,
You're
what
good.
else you need?
You're set.
And sorry, Miss Joelle. Some would fall off a truck.
Yeah,
Bro,
Tell
we
you
used
what.
to just make pizza. We'd be like, I want to try this. And we would just make something. We'd be like,
This-
this is community pizza.
we would do like the Buddha and king cakes before they became famous.
Mhm.
Just like we got a little extra dough.
Tell you what, man, a 40
little
piece,
sprinkle of
40
meat and
bag
see
of
what
chicken
comes up.
nuggets at
Yeah.
Wendy's hated to see me coming.
and everybody had like the one manager that you liked more than the rest of them because they were like, just take whatever the fuck you want when we're closing.
Yeah.
Because there were the managers that were like, nah, we're throwing all this shit out.
Oh, I never had that. Every single manager I ever had was like, yeah, even when we weren't closing, they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
you want a pizza? Make a pizza. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, it'd be a 40 piece. You put it in the fryer. Guess what? About 34 of them are going into the tray. 6 of them are going back with me, and I'm trying these different sauces that they got rolled out.
There you go.
Because they started rolling out the lemonades and the salads and all that.
The amount of chicken nuggets I consumed just walking
Oh.
by the where they
Yeah.
after you just dump them from the fryer, the amount of chicken nuggets I would just walk
Yeah.
by, or bacon.
Just
The bacon
like
slices.
little
Oh,
gumdrops.
God.
Just,
That bacon,
Yeah.
I'd
The
destroy
bacon.
some
I'm
bacon.
telling, I've never consumed more bacon than the 5 years I worked at Wendy's.
I would destroy
It's
some
not.
bacon.
Thank God it was when I was in high school and I had, I was a little more active in life, playing sports and things, and was able to keep the weight off
Work it off.
because
Yeah,
I'd have
metabolism.
weighed 600 pounds. Frosties and bacon. That's just what I would have lived off of.
5 years of Wendy's. Jesus.
Actually,
That's
you know what? There was
insane.
3. Sorry, 3 years of
Oh,
Wendy's.
okay. I was
3
like,
years of
good
Wendy's.
Lord. That's a long
3
time.
years of Wendy's.
I had a-
5 years at the following job,
Dave
which was 5
this-
years in the quarter. Not much better.
Dave was this close to being a big back,
very,
right there.
very
Big bag, big bag.
5 years.
working at Wendy's with free food and then coming home to Granny's.
It's back.
Granny's meals.
I think your little Roomba guy, he needs to learn a new route.
Yeah, I don't know why
He's struggling in his
Yeah.
hallway.
Oh,
He can't
man.
leave. How do we feel about all the inmates getting out? We talked about it briefly earlier.
So I think there's only one thing to blame for that. Who the fuck decided, let's bring Annabelle to New Orleans?
Oh yeah,
And then you see
the
Annabelle doll.
Annabelle doll. They brought it to the city. It's at a French Quarter
It was
museum.
here for-
I didn't know that.
It was here for 2
This last-
days,
Yeah.
and we had 10 inmates escape, and Nottoway Plantation burned down.
Mhm.
Well,
One of
listen,
those is okay.
What? Yeah, one
You know what's funny about
one
the whole
deserved to happen.
something I wanted to call out the other day. The whole Nottoway plantation thing. One group of people very happy that it happened. So another group of people not very happy that it happened. One was on Facebook and one was on Twitter. I'm
So-
gonna let you decide which was
So
which.
I was on WWL, just looked up the comments of everything. There were only 3 groups of people. Oh, this is a place of history that burned down. Good.
I don't
That place
disagree. I
deserved
don't
it.
disagree with that.
Yeah,
I don't think we should celebrate the history
Yeah.
in some instances, and some people do. But
yeah. And then they're like, oh, well, this place should have burned down a long time ago.
Fair.
Yada, yada.
fair. The owner should have been shot in
And
the
then,
head.
then there's a third group, and it's like, this is what happens when you bring demon dolls to fucking New Orleans.
Okay.
And it's,
I didn't know about the doll.
I didn't either.
Mhm.
oh, it was only here for, I think,
But Nottoway's not in New
Tuesday,
Orleans.
Wednesday?
It's like
Iberville Parish.
but I think it was
Is
just
it?
the whole in general. It's
Not
like,
New
oh, yeah,
Orleans,
let's
though.
bring the
It's like-
demon doll to mix with the voodoo for a little bit.
yeah,
Look what
no.
happened 2 days later.
I don't know nothing about that. I'll be honest with you.
All I know is, I don't know. They're in jail, so they may not be as smart
Thank
as you
for
would
getting us
think.
Back on track. Good job.
Well,
I don't think they would be. They may not be the smartest, but I sure as hell once I escape prison and do all that to just stay out in the city.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where would you? What's your move if you escape from prison?
Do you tell anybody?
Can we
do you tell your
record this?
family? Like,
I don't plan on going to prison.
Yeah.
So
do you tell your family like, hey, I'm out? You know,
maybe.
Lights aren't on. I mean, I feel like deep down, like, all right, so it's a thrill, right? Like you're out deep down, you know you're getting caught.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You know you're getting caught.
sensual lighting. I like it.
These should have been on the whole time. It's okay. Like deep down,
Fuck you.
Can Photoshop.
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
maybe not.
deep down, you know you're getting caught, right? So like you
Maybe.
just kind of live it up for as long as you possibly can.
Maybe. So in my brain, no, I'm competitive. Okay. Deep down, I don't think I'm getting caught.
Right, that's what
Deep
I'm-
down, I think I broke out of jail. I'm going to Mexico. I'm not staying in the
Mm.
freaking Hotel Monteleone or
That's
whatever.
what I was saying. It was like, oh, let's escape OPP. Hotel Monteleone off Bourbon seems like the
Maybe the
best
thought,
hotel to go to.
maybe the thought process was it's where they least expect me. Like they expect you to go to Mexico.
Maybe
So
these
maybe
guys
the-
aren't that smart.
All right.
Can we
I'm
just
just saying they're in jail in the first place.
Like I was talking
May
with
not be
buddies
the
earlier, and
smartest.
it's like I already got the plan set up just in case something happens. Like I'm not staying in the city.
I'll say it right now. I don't care if the cops hear me say this. If I get arrested and I go to jail and I break out somehow, I'm out of the country.
Mm.
I'm gone. I'm not trying to hang
But
out in
how?
New Orleans.
How you getting there? Where are you going?
Do you think it works
mean,
like
you
the
gotta-
movies where you just hop on a random train and it
Yeah,
just takes
that's
you
You
like how-
wherever?
yeah,
could.
that's
So
what-
you got if maybe it could, I feel like that might be your best bet. Like nobody's checking trains,
Yeah.
or I guess they probably might be. But like you do it the right way, that you might be able to slip through.
Like I said, the
Who
train
knows?
to Slidell all the time, and they come straight from New Orleans. They got the doors wide open on the sides.
Oh yeah, I used to live
So-
by the train tracks.
Yeah.
You could hop on a train easy. Easy.
What it's mile and a half, 2 miles, right by the stadium. They got the train station.
I guess it's just like you have no means of it. Like you have no money. You have no
Yeah.
It's train or you somehow reaching out to somebody that you know and hope
Yeah.
that they don't.
You can't get on a
Rat on
plane,
you.
right? The closest body of water is the Mississippi. If you jump in there and try to swim, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, what's the move? Like,
You hit
this
up
is-
somebody, but hey man, I'm out.
That's
like
that's kind of what
you
I'm
got
thinking.
released. Like,
Do you have
yeah,
somebody?
no.
Do you have a plan with somebody when you get arrested? Just like, hey, if one day you get a call from a random number and it's me, this is the plan.
Yeah.
And this one person, like he's clearly your best friend in the whole world,
Yeah.
is like, all right, we're scooping you up at point A and we're getting out of here to Mexico.
What's like the mob movies? You always see it, and it's like they give them a brand new identity with like this is you now, and they're just in some random place. It's like, could that actually work?
What's
Or-
the mob?
Well, you know what your approach needs to be? How
It doesn't
quickly
exist.
and how much can you change your look?
Yeah.
You have to find a barber anywhere. Before you could, the first move you need to make is a barber. Also, the guy that's got his face tattooed can't help you, brother.
Yeah.
Like
You're the most recognizable.
Yeah, you're the most. Although
You're
he's the
done.
one,
Yeah.
he's still on the run, so I guess he's doing okay.
He probably hopped a train and he's in Mexico. That's what I'm telling you. Just get out of here.
But like you immediately, you go bald, I guess. Like get a wig. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to change your look as much as you can. Extreme spray tan. Like I don't know.
I don't disagree with that, but I feel like the first move is just getting as far away from
Yeah.
wherever you were.
I'm not staying in the city that I got arrested in.
No.
Right, but you can only get so far.
If you have means,
You don't have means.
Yeah.
That's the point.
if I have something that I can jump on that I know is going a completely opposite direction,
You know how little
I'm going to keep doing that.
I guess, but you know how they don't have any means? They made sure to take the blankets that were in the cell with them. That's all they got is the blankets. So you're like a guy with a blanket.
And it's not like you can have a visitor and be like, hey, 2 days from now, I'm about to bus out of here. You know, it's like,
I mean, they might. I feel like people have phones in prison all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, especially in OPD.
Yeah.
In New Orleans prison. But what was interesting to me is the guys that got caught, it made me chuckle a little bit. Like the first guy I saw that got caught was like wearing camo pants with like the face
the
on
babe,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like,
He had his first day outfit, man.
yeah. Like you went you went to your house.
Yeah.
Like,
The other dude, the dude in the quarter, like, what are we doing there? I guess the thought process there is there's a shit ton of people and maybe you just blend in.
it was at
Yeah.
Hotel Monteleone
Yeah.
though. I
I
don't
it
think
happened
it's
during the
blending in.
week. What was it, Thursday or Wednesday it happened?
It happened Thursday at midnight or
Yeah.
Friday morning.
Yeah, so it's like you hope the city's busy on a Thursday afternoon.
I guess we'll find out the strategy. Whichever one of these guys lasts the longest, we'll know what he did, and if they get caught,
Yeah.
If not,
You think they had
Yeah.
like any, like one of them was like, man, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go back home. And they're like, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, but you do you, I guess.
Are you telling the other? Are you giving the other one?
Yeah,
bad
like, hey,
advice?
I'm going to
You,
Mexico.
you know what? You should go home,
Yeah.
sir. You know
Maybe.
what? You go home.
So my thought was there like, there's always, so there was 11 of them or something, 10 of them,
Yeah.
There were there were 10.
10.
One
So-
guy, he got called and is like, oh no. So he ran to go tell the ward, like,
He bitched
the
out.
cops and everybody. Is like,
Yikes.
I'm still here.
Bitched
I
out.
did not run.
Yeah. No, my question was going to be, so there's always like one or two guys, right? That maybe they just found out about the plan and they're like, okay, I guess you can come because like this is happening. Like,
Hey, I'm gonna tell if you don't let me go.
Well, the thought process
Shit,
there is
okay.
like if you trip in the woods, like if there's a bear chasing you in the woods, you only got to be faster than the other
Right.
guy.
Yeah.
It's one of those scenarios where like,
Yeah.
look, that's two more people. That
I
we
mean,
could
what
use.
didn't they suspend like 3 or 4 officers already
I don't know,
because
maybe.
they were like, oh well,
How does that work?
y'all
too?
might have had
'Cause
something to do with this.
It was only one person there.
They have
at
a
the time.
giant fence with like barbed wire on the top. Like even if you escape it, they're still having to go through something, huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't just
No
lead out
idea.
to the street.
The video I saw looked like
They
they ran,
ran
ran
acro-
out the damn
They,
front door.
they ran
I saw
across
them
the
run.
interstate,
I saw them like run off like a service dock, and then they're
Yeah.
sprinting across the interstate.
which is funny because 504 Golf, brand new, is right there in the background. I'm like,
Yeah.
what a shot for them. It's just 504 Golf. How much would it suck? You do all that, you escape, smacked on the interstate.
That's what I was thinking just now when you said they ran across the interstate. That's dangerous.
That would blow me. I mean, like you said, you got no choice. You got to get going. Like,
Ain't no way.
but
Boom.
also, my grandma was asking me. She's like, if you saw 11 inmates just run across the interstate, are you like nobody called?
at
Nobody
mid-
called anybody.
At
Like,
midnight, you know. So
are you not? Are you
That's
not
just a
calling
normal
them?
night in New Orleans. Just watching
No.
people run.
No, I'm a live and let live guy. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me this the other day. They're like, "Are y'all looking for him?" I was like, "No." Somebody like one of my friends from
Yeah.
out of state. I was like, "No."
Yeah,
They're
it's
like,
like,
"What would
not
you
my
do if you
problem.
came across him?" I'm like, "I'm gonna turn around and walk the other fucking way. I don't care.
That's
It ain't
what-
my life."
My aunt, she messages me on Facebook like randomly. She's like, "Be careful, there's inmates on the loose." I was like, "Okay,
Cool.
cool." I mean, it doesn't really.
I'm gonna buy him a shot if I'm out to
Yeah.
borrow them. Like I'm gonna make
Like,
sure he's my best friend.
I could probably go out and see them at Walmart, and I couldn't tell you who that they
Well,
were.
they didn't even release pictures of him for like 3 days.
Yeah. I think we got the pictures like late Friday night, early this morning, something like that. And it's like, that helps nobody.
New
Yeah.
Orleans, bro.
Fun time.
Fun times. I have a nominee for the stupidest thing we do in sports. It's allowing the people to line up next to the golfers on their shots. I saw a video today where the dude shanked it and it missed the woman's head by that much. And I just don't understand why we do that.
Well, they're pros.
Yeah, we have too much
I don't-
trust in
I
pro
like-
athletes.
But again,
The average Joe Blow, I'm smoking somebody.
but it happens all the time that they shank a ball and it hits somebody. So it's like
There's too much trust in them. Like John Rahm, it happened today. The people were sitting maybe 10 yards left of the green. Like even for a pro, that's pretty tight. And he
Yeah.
smacked a dude right in the head, and it just ricocheted off to the right.
do you have to sign a waiver when
I
you
was
go
gonna
to
say,
these things?
I'm sure the ticket has something like we're not responsible for any injuries
if
or
you
live.
go to any golf event and you're where they're aiming, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're within 10 yards of the
Yeah.
of the pin, you need to know better.
Yeah, keep
like your
it-
head's got to be on a swivel.
Like-
Right.
Like, I'm all about, let people line up. I don't want to be in those first 2 rows. Like, if Bryson DeChambeau shanks one,
Yeah.
and he can hit it at like 150, 175, I'm glad somebody's in front of me because that ball is going to go through somebody and it's going to fucking hurt.
And golf
I'm
balls
gonna
aren't golf
fucking
balls
die
aren't
laughing.
soft.
Like I guess I get it. Like on the drives, like those, we rarely see them completely shank a drive like that, right? Like where they hit somebody right there,
Well, it's the biggest sweet spot. It's hard.
right?
Yeah.
But when we're talking, I mean, these dudes are hitting fucking blades,
Yeah.
right? So it's like if they miss by that much,
Mm.
it's gonna go just straight right,
And guess
and
what?
it can kill somebody.
You're just getting a signed glove.
We've
but-
gotten too comfortable,
Right.
It's like-
That's the thing that gets
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Congrats. You might have a concussion or like
Right.
internal bleeding. Here's a glove.
Here's my glove signed.
The-
with my name on it.
the stupidest thing we used to do in sports was not have the nets along the foul line in baseball,
Yeah.
and we've managed to fix that.
See, but that's like
I kind of hate that. I'm going to be
Nah,
honest
bro.
with you.
yeah.
It all depends
being
where I
being
go.
behind the net kind of sucks.
Why? You can
Because
see
it's a
through it.
distraction. Yeah, but it's not always that. But it's like you're going to a game. You should
200
always,
mile per hour
like you said, keep your head on a swivel.
I
Yeah.
get,
That's
all right.
my thought. So I get it. I get it for a safety reason. I do. Baseball's different to me because baseball, and this is why baseball's dying. Baseball is a sport that's all nostalgia based. And the second you change anything about it, it's like it's met with pushback and all these different things.
Changing anything about the game. You're making the fans. There's a 5-year-old in the third row. I don't care if they're staring at the batter. If the ball comes 160 miles an hour off the bat
Hey.
at their head, there's nothing they can do.
The
Who's
parent,
sitting
the
next to
parents
him?
got to
Where's the
do a
parent?
Happy Gilmore and poke the chest out and take it.
Right.
Nah,
Where's the
bro.
parent?
Look,
But you
Are
don't
you
always.
taking a-
Yes,
you
That's
bought
for your kid?
you bought a front row ticket knowing there was no net.
if I see it, then yes, I will try to do something about it. But also, like if this ball just hits my hand, like it might just go right through it and hit him.
That's why you stick your chest out.
Yeah, I will do what I can, but also sometimes
It's
you're
hockey
so
season,
close that there's nothing you can do.
Like I agree that people did get hurt, and it like yes, they probably needed nets, but I also think in some senses,
You have
cases,
to know.
it's the equivalent of like why they have the danger this is hot thing on coffee from McDonald's. Like some asshole burned themselves not knowing coffee was hot. It's fucking coffee.
I mean,
Like-
look at the arena football. You'd be able to sit front row. Oh, you had somebody land on you. Fuck you if you're hurt.
There's things that like we just need to be smarter about as a country.
Keep it in the
As a person.
first couple of little sections for the foul tips. But then after that, it's like,
I think what gets me is that it does go like way down.
yeah, it
and
goes all the way
also,
down to like the left foul pole on some
you
stadiums.
can't catch a foul ball.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And I'm mad about that. Okay. Me and that old man that steals balls from kids. We're gonna hang out together.
You absolutely can catch foul balls. You get the pop ups all the time.
Not if it's got to go over a 100-foot net.
Yeah.
Please, people are catching foul balls all the time. All the time.
That's because people are
Did y'all see
popping
the-
100-foot foul balls, I guess.
Speaking of like the people falling into the crowds and everything, did y'all see the highlight video somebody made of NBA players falling into the crowd? And it's like they'll jump over people, get into the third row, and it had Shaq. And everybody fucking spread.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, when
He's
one
big
his
boy.
big
Shaq
ass.
wasn't even falling out. He just started like running and like did that fake out, and everybody fucking ran.
Be real.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Fucking gone.
Yeah,
Be
no
fucking
thanks.
for real, bro.
Think about it for a second.
The big diesel's coming,
Nope, I'm out.
tripping. Even if he's somewhat stumbling near me, I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah. Like you got Anthony
questions
Edwards running
asked.
at me. I'm going to catch him. It's okay. Shaq, I'm running.
Yeah. Did you see Chat's candy?
What?
Shaqalicious?
No.
Oh, it's
What is it?
delicious.
What is it?
So they got
It's like gummies.
it's
Oh.
Shaqalicious gummies,
oh, it is
and
gummies.
the normal ones are shaped like his head.
Are they weed gummies?
No,
I
it's
feel like they should be.
It feels like it should be.
it's-
I don't know why.
Looking at it when I first saw it, I went, "That's not
Multicolored-
legal." And then I looked at it, and it's like, "Oh, it's actual candy."
just
Multicolored
chocolate.
weed
And then
gummies.
the sour version, it's all his nicknames. So it's a cactus,
The big Shactus.
a diesel, and then a clover.
Diesel feels like a weed gummy. I don't. That
Mhm.
just
So does Clover.
Clover does too. Yeah, like different variations, different strains.
we talked
I
about
don't
it.
even smoke weed.
Talked about it last pod. Do you buy it just because it's Shaq?
No,
I'm
No,
more
you
likely
might
to
go.
buy the Shaq gummies than the general car insurance.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's because it's his actual gummies.
Right.
Or like whatever
Maybe.
pizza he sells.
If you get into a wreck, though,
Right. This is more along the lines of because I want to buy the Anthony Edwards shoes.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Is Anthony Edwards saving basketball?
nobody's saving basketball.
I don't know. There's a whole debate. Like, they're like, how can you like Anthony Edwards, but then you hate other people that act the same way? as
Oh,
him
I
in
already
the NBA?
responded to that one.
Who
People
were the
said-
who were the people? I did see this, and
I'll
I
say it.
was gonna respond.
People were like, "How can you like Anthony Edwards but not like Jason Tatum and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?" And I responded,
Jason Tatum is a weirdo. First
Yep.
off, 2, Shea plays one of the ugliest styles of basketball. He does the free throw merchant shit. Nobody wants to watch that. Anthony Edwards,
He's just a baller.
yeah, he's Jason Tatum wants to be Kobe. Anthony Edwards has the Kobe mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
"Yeah,
You
Jason-
can try to be Kobe all you want and be the weirdo that you are.
Mhm. That
But
was my explanation. Jason Tatum's corny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony
Absolutely.
Edwards is just him. That's it.
Also,
It's
Anthony
like-
Edwards doesn't want to be the face of basketball.
No.
He's just out here hooping, and I like it.
He's just like, I'm that guy, and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
So looking at the finals, who do y'all want to win?
Anthony
Like,
Edwards.
Yeah, it's gotta be Minnesota.
Personally, I want the Nets.
Why?
Why?
I want to see New York
I
burn
can't
to the
stand
ground.
I can't stand.
You want the
Cat.
Knicks to win, so you want to see New York.
Just to see New York burn to the ground.
I don't know
Like
if Knicks fans do that.
Out
I'll
of
be
all
honest
these
with you.
fans, all the teams, I want to see whichever team is going to cause the most amount of damage to their city, like Philadelphia.
I feel like you would want the Knicks to go to the finals and lose in that case, then, because I don't think Knicks fans are different than what you think. I think Knicks fans are very happy people when they win.
They were
They're not-
throwing stuff at a guy wearing a Halliburton
They were
jersey.
randomly just abusing Pacers
Yeah.
fans.
but when they win,
They won.
It was after
they're not going to
won.
burn down their city. I guess is what I'm
Maybe.
getting at.
Yeah,
They're
that-
not Philly fans.
Yeah.
I can fully expect the Statue of Liberty to end up in the Hudson.
Well, that's a devil monument. So
It was French.
French money. French.
Do you think
money.
Anthony Edwards is saving basketball?
no. I only asked that.
I don't think
because
really anybody's.
He's the only reason I'm somewhat interested in
Listen.
basketball right now.
You like to say a lot that baseball is dying.
The NBA fell off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
Pretty soon here, people are saying that playoff ratings are up, and I have seen that these playoffs are.
Yeah, they've been
Better.
solid this
Sure,
year.
but okay, but the in season ratings were so
Right,
bad.
right.
That's like saying like
I'm just saying
And
it's time to have I think there's a conversation to be had that I think baseball might be might be on the way back up because of rule changes and things.
sure.
Slowly, very slowly,
Oh, I love
and allowing the personalities in baseball. We're doing that. Basketball, kind of becoming a shit product.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's just because of the way they play now.
I think I personally blame everything on ESPN.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the way ESPN covers sports
Mhm.
is what causes the problems.
They're trying to make it as more popular, and it's like I'd
They don't have
rather
their
watch
run.
hockey.
They don't have their rundown. I miss their rundown. Like you wake up in the morning before you go to school, and you turn on ESPN. You know you're gonna have the big old thing on the side showing all the headlines.
Do you need that?
And
You get on your phone in the morning and scroll
Is
through
that why
Twitter
it's
and
out?
see.
It's only on your phone if it's in your algorithm. If you follow certain accounts, though,
Yeah.
some people like ESPN used to just be
Yeah.
a very neutral place you could go for all sports.
Yeah.
All sports. And you could decide what to consume and what not to consume and just move on with your life. And they would show everything. And now they show LeBron James, the Dallas Cowboys.
Shohei Ohtani.
They show
Shohei,
like
yeah.
4 things and they talk about them over and over and over for years. I'm not even talking about like for weeks. Like it's the same conversation every day for the last decade.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is watching that?
I can't tell you the last time I just put on the channel ESPN unless there's a game I want to watch.
Mhm.
Unless it's a Monday Night Football, I'm not putting on the channel ESPN. I will get on the ESPN app to find a game I want to watch,
Yeah, and
but
that's
I'm
it.
not putting on ESPN
And then if
or
you,
honestly or any Fox Sports. None of them. I'm not
They
watching
all
any of
suck.
that.
even if you have it on, most of the ads are we don't allow the players to gamble. You want to try DraftKings? You want to try ESPN Bet?
Yeah.
You want to try FanDuel?
It is more about like the transactions of sports now rather than the sport
Yeah.
itself.
It's just I feel like they've taken the soul out of it. Like it really annoys me. You can probably tell by what I just said. It just I get so angry with it.
Football, but like football doesn't feel that way. There was a minute there where football kind of felt like it was.
Well, that's because they ripped our hearts out.
Well, yeah.
Football's just in that annoying state that we've talked about it before. It's like it's spread out over so many different channels and networks. Half the time you can't figure out what
I guess.
channel your team's actually playing on.
But you know what it is with football too, though, is, and this kind of brings up you replied to it as well. I saw like people wanting to all of a sudden want to push a fucking draft lottery for the NFL.
Absolutely not.
Football is random. Like you're gonna have your good 3 or 4
Yeah.
good teams for a while, but
Mhm.
all of a sudden the Lions are good,
Mhm.
right?
I
Like
love that.
like
Give it to me.
the Saints get
You love the lottery in the NFL?
No.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like the randomness
I'm
of
making sure.
the randomness of
We
teams.
were about to fight.
Like,
There's-
like, oh, the Lions sucked 0-16.
listen.
Now they're like
Right.
NFC Championship.
out of the
They're doing great.
4 out of the 7 seeds probably on each side of the bracket are going to be the same teams.
Sure.
Maybe even
But that's-
5 or 6.
That's
but you're
going to end.
yeah, but
in
then you're
3-4
every
years.
year
Yeah.
that 6 or 7 is going to be somebody that nobody fucking saw coming.
Mhm.
And they might not even be 6 or 7. They
Right.
might jump. The Lions came out of nowhere
Yeah.
and they're all of a sudden good.
And the beauty of the NFL is 6 or 7 has the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. It's not like
Right.
they're gonna get bounced in the first round, like in the NBA, where it's like, oh, you're a 7 seed and you just lost to one of the best teams in the league that's been stacked for decades.
You get blown out.
Right, that we
Yeah.
just fix the league however we can to get every fucking all-star player to the Lakers, even though they suck and they still suck even with the all-star players. God damn it, I hate all of it.
You mentioned blowout. Like that's the other thing with the NFL. It feels like lately the important NFL games are all close. All of them. You get up one here or there. Like the Super Bowl was terrible, right? But like for the most part, when it's like, hey, this game is must watch on a Sunday night, most of the time you're getting a good game.
Yeah.
Thursday night games, we're not going to count that because those are usually terrible games.
Trash.
Every now and then they're good because they're just so terrible. They're close. But like they're just always competitive. I don't know. And football's just a more exciting sport, for being honest. Hockey also very fun.
Yes. Like this last 2 weeks, I watched more playoff hockey
Yeah.
than NBA.
Ever since I started watching hockey, I'm more in on hockey than NBA.
I've watched no sports in the last 6 months, 5 months.
To be fair,
0.
I watch some playoff hockey. I watch my team, but once my team's out, I'll watch it if it's on. But other than football, I'm not just sitting down and finding the game that's
Yeah.
on. If there's people over and a game's on, I will throw a game on. I'm not just sitting down
Like,
to watch sports anymore.
I'm not having baseball on while people are over.
I will.
I would if I was interested. If
Yeah.
my friends were interested, if like there's so many things that go into it, but I just don't care. I used to.
Try being a pirate.
I'm more likely to watch stuff now if I have money on it than just randomly put on
Yeah.
a game and sit down and watch it.
Blame ESPN.
Yeah.
They pushed you to bet. Now you're just betting.
Got one of the best pitchers in
He
baseball.
didn't. ESPN didn't push me to bed. I'm just a degenerate.
There we go.
Like, let's be
That's all
honest.
I needed.
It wasn't ESPN that pushed me to bed. It was me. It was the family I'm raised in. It was just all the things.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah, right.
The ancestors are happy.
Oh man,
It's me.
you were looking at your phone. Did you?
Well, because I had topics, but I can't remember the follow-ups that I had to the topic. So I was like staring. The first thing I had was, what's the dumbest thing you ever got into trouble for with your wife?
Oh, with my wife.
Well, being a recent divorcee, everything.
Well, I'm asking for the dumbest thing. Like something that you're just like, how am I in trouble for this?
Are you my lawyer?
Oh, so like, what is the dumbest thing she's gotten mad at you for?
Yeah, that's a better way to ask it.
That's a good question. I don't know.
He's like, legally, I don't want to answer these
No, I
questions.
don't like-
No,
I'm-
not you. I'm talking about Russ.
oh,
Russ moved
I
the
see.
mic so far
I
away from himself.
get it. I feel like you got some. Go ahead. There's something, right?
Aaron
I'm
has him in
blanking.
the chamber, and I know he doesn't.
I feel like I do too,
I don't
but I'm
know.
blanking on him.
Yeah. I'm blanking. I mean,
Like, what are some stupid? Like, what are the another question? Because I'm just blanking on yours, but kind of along the same lines. What are like some stupid things you argue over? Like I've talked to you before. I've brought up on here before how I wanted to wash the dog bowls in the dishwasher with the dishes, and that caused the whole thing because I was like, I don't get it.
But it sanitizes everything. So I feel
Brother.
you're fine.
We got it. Not an
You're
argument.
not on his page right now, to be honest with you.
We got an argument. I'm gonna say an argument, not an argument. You know what I mean? Like so I dried the kids off, right, with the towels, and I put the towels in their laundry baskets with their clothes. And she said, "Don't you dare put that in there." Why? She said it goes with the towels. Why? Why can't their towels go with their clothes? First off, these towels are the cleanest thing in that basket. All they're doing is dry and clean children. Yes, they get wet. I get it, and they get gross. But why can't the towels go with the clothes? Explain that one to me.
Well, you're
Towels
not.
go with towels.
Yeah.
You don't have 3 separate baskets?
Thank you,
Yes,
Russ.
we put our towels in a separate basket. It's just a kid's towel. It's just like
I
it's a
do
little kid towel.
all
It's not
towels.
even like a real towel. It's a little fake towel with a fucking hood on it.
I have the all towel basket. I have the all clothes
Yeah.
basket, and then I have like the socks and underwear basket.
Oh, see, I don't do that. We got
I do 3
colors.
separate ones, brother.
We got colors, dark, whatever it is, towels. We have separate baskets in our bathroom, but then the kids each have their own
You
thing.
put that some bitch on cold, and it's fine.
Yeah, I just throw the towels in their fucking basket. It doesn't matter.
Towels-
They're all getting cleaned.
Towels get washed with towels. If you
Towels
wash
wash with
towels
towels.
with other things, what happens is the other clothing breaks down because of the rigidness of the towels.
Yes.
They're not real towels though. It's not like a regular bath towel.
Did you say to wear a towel? Then it's a fucking towel.
It's probably not a towel. It's probably like a cloth.
Oh,
Want to be honest.
extended.
Want to be
cloth.
honest here.
You know what thing that really grinds my gears?
Yes, I love this. Let's do this more.
This happened. We talk about stupid things we argued about. She used the bathroom and used the last bit of the toilet paper, and instead of replacing the toilet paper, she just put the new toilet paper on top of the toilet paper. And it's like, how lazy can you be? You literally have the new one in your hand, and instead of taking it off, you're gonna just place it on top of the new one. How? It's either that or they just don't replace it at all. Have the common courtesy to say, hey, I used the last toilet paper sheet. I need to put another one in there. That way I don't go to take a dump and I don't have any toilet paper.
On the subject of toilet paper, I'm fairly certain my wife is changing around the toilet paper every time. It goes over the top.
Yeah,
it goes over the top. I'm fairly certain that she's changing it every time that I put a new one on there.
So we're all in agreement with it. It goes over.
It goes over the top.
The top.
It goes over the top.
You hear that, Elena? It goes over.
It has to, because if it goes under, you don't get you can't get the full piece.
I don't want to yank it and then it break.
It goes over the top.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Well, technically you do.
That's
In the bathroom.
Well, I give a shit. And then with the toilet paper, I don't care if it's over or under. It does not matter to me. There was a patent, though, that said which way it went.
Over.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
You know what also really grinds my gears that happened multiple times this week? Don't go to the fucking self-checkout lane if you do not know how to self-checkout.
Is this about your wife or is this about
No, this is about...
We're off the wives, I guess.
Talk about grinding gears.
I had stuff and I can't remember.
Oh,
so
okay.
sorry.
It was just like, look, I know the line may be shorter, but if you have never self-checked out or you don't know how to use it, don't waste time for the other people behind you.
I hate that when it's like the old woman that can't drive. Shouldn't even be in
Well,
the
it's
store
like,
by
hey,
herself.
they got vegetables, so let me spend 5 minutes trying to find the vegetable to weigh to get the pounds. Oh, I had to scan my card first before. It's like, don't use the self-checkout if you've never used the self-checkout. If it's the only option, I get it.
We need to make all self-checkouts the same also, though. Because like if I go to Target, their self-checkout is immediate. When I scan something, I put it in the bag and I can immediately scan the next one. When Dixie, if you try to take that thing off of there too fast, when Dixie's like, nah, put it back.
I think that's the Winn-Dixie you go to. I'm going to be honest. I think Winn-Dixie's even vary. Because my Winn-Dixie, I scan with the gun.
Winn-Dixie's
I treat it like Sam's.
I don't even think they all have a gun.
I forgot y'all live on this side of North Shore. Y'all still have Winn-Dixie's. We have Altis now.
My
they're getting bought out.
Winn-Dixie's gone. He still has a Winn-Dixie.
Sucks. I hate it. It's
Getting
not
bought out by
a
the
terrible
Aldi.
place.
Like
It really
Aldi. It's not
grinds
that
my
bad.
gears.
Team
Listen,
Rouse's.
this Winn-Dixie over here, I used to love it when we first moved in. They had every product I ever wanted to buy from a grocery store. Okay, I loved it. And then after about 2 weeks, they stopped selling one thing. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll keep shopping here. 2 weeks later, another one. 2 weeks later, another one. At this point, I'm like, why do I come here? I have no reason to come here other than that you're 30 seconds from my house. I don't even like buying things from you.
Yeah.
I will drive 30 minutes to somewhere else and spend an absurd amount of money because they have the shit I want to buy. And then I play this game in my head and I'm like, should I just order it from Amazon? Should I just do the recurring thing where it just all comes to my door? I'm an American. No, because that's Chinese shit. So I don't know what to do. Fix it, Winn-Dixie.
And it's not buy one, get one free. It's just buy one at a slightly higher price so that it kind of evens out.
You can also just buy one and get the discount. You don't have to buy two.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can still get the,
Yeah.
slightly discount.
Winn-Dixie.
I hate Winn-Dixie. Not the dog, if you watch the movie.
Yeah.
But now we have to use the grocery store that makes me put a fucking quarter in the thing.
Oh, Aldi. I've never.
I haven't had to do
So-
it yet, but
so
it's
do you
gonna be
know-
right by my house. Which
do you
means
know
I'm
the way
gonna have
around
to use
it?
Yeah, I have a 3D printer and I'm gonna print a coin and it's gonna work.
Jesus.
Oh, no. I just use a key.
That's essentially what it is. It's
Yeah,
got a
so-
3D printed key that's gonna stay on my keychain and it's gonna just go in there.
So, did you know we found Noah's Ark in Turkey? Did y'all hear about that?
No,
No.
You didn't hear about that? Nobody heard about that?
no.
Apparently, there's
No, I
been this. There's been. Is anybody religious? Should we just stop talking now?
I mean, we all know what Noah's Ark is.
Do you? Do you know what? No. Have you heard of the 2x2 thing?
Yes.
Russ, I'm waiting on Russ
Yeah.
to respond. Okay, because he was just staring the whole through me.
No, I was listening.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Active
making sure.
listening. Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Great. Love it.
You learned that in
Um,
a divorce. Sorry.
You sound like Vance.
Did he learn it? Or
Not at all.
After the fact, maybe.
Still an asshole.
so there's been this site in Turkey forever. There was people would always claim that Noah's Ark had landed there. I don't know if you know the story of Noah's Ark.
Wasn't
I
it
think you do.
At the top of a mountain or something like that.
It's sort of. It's like a rocky
Yeah.
ridge. And people would always say, no, like that's just a rock formation. Like you're being ridiculous. Anyway, somebody hit it with the LiDAR. Do you know what LiDAR is?
Mm-hmm.
We know what LiDAR is, where you can see under the ground.
Yeah.
Looks different. Cool. So essentially, shit looks different. It ain't just rocks. Okay. And they've tested the soil, and the soil apparently comes back and it tests a little different with like fucking phosphorus or some other shit. I don't know. It's science nerd shit is. But it tested different. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there, pundits, real important people. Okay. Super great people. They know a lot.
The
Best of the people.
The best.
Some would say
Not me. I'm not saying.
the greatest people.
Thank you. You're much better than mine. Anyways,
Big racks. Some would say the biggest racks. People are saying
The rats in the woods.
not Biden's racks. Sorry. Biden's racks really small.
These are very big.
The biggest we've ever seen rocks. Sorry.
So no, yeah, you're right. They are all of this. People are saying this could be Noah's Ark. Okay, there's channels they're seeing underground that align with stories from the Bible. I don't know how many people are biblical. I am.
I'm still laughing at him.
That's
It's
fine.
not you. I'm laughing at.
I know. I had to shut
Are
down
you
the
crying?
laughter.
Yes. I'm sorry. It was funny. Go ahead.
So, anyways, they
Continue.
found the shit. So I want to know how we feel.
That was cool.
Are we
I always
praying?
see the
Should we count our blessings and start praying?
I always see the post of like they have like where Jesus was resurrected, and you can go there, and I think it'd always be kind of cool to go and visit and see
Yeah, but this is like
the spiritual journey.
real. Like, I mean, that's real too, obviously.
Yeah.
But like this, there's science behind it that people are like pointing to. So like for someone, I guess we're all believers here, but for someone who's not a believer, like, is this game changing or is it just like whatever?
I think that people are always going to be kind of stuck in their opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
it's like for the believers, it's like, it's just further proof like this actually happened. And then for the people who just have different opinions, then they're going to be like, it's just, I don't think it's going to change not necessarily. I mean, it may change the non-believers, but I think it's just going to strengthen the people who believe that it's just going to like, hey, boom, science proves it.
We live in a world where people are set in their ways,
That's, I mean, yeah, they are
and they're just not going to. You'll get a few.
extremely set.
We'll get a few, but for the most part, it's gonna be, people will be like, they'll see that and be like,
What if it's something else?
Yeah.
Whatever, but it's this and this and
right,
Yeah, that's fair.
right.
But it is cool that
We
it's
also
still like
found
that.
the Ark of the Covenant recently,
Yeah. Well, that was not recent. I guess it wasn't that recent, right?
wasn't it? I thought.
Can,
That was,
can we
wanna
look
go
at
to
it
the-
yet,
Like-
or is it Indiana Jones still
What?
can't look into the Ark or something?
What's the place that has the like the life scale ark, Noah's Ark that you can like go on and visit? It's like a big museum.
there's like a museum. It's
Is that in like Memphis or something?
yeah,
or
it's like
somewhere in Tennessee.
I feel like it's like
You can like
Memphis
go
or-
on the
yeah.
life size.
Tennessee or
like,
Kentucky or
those
something like
are-
that.
They gotta be over the moon.
Over the moon.
Over the moon.
are they over the moon? Because if the real one's out there,
Well, the real
Well, this
one,
one's just like a replica.
the thing
of,
about
like-
the real one is like they're never going to be able to actually like exhume it because like it's wood that's all
Petrified now.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
well it's under earth, like
Yeah.
it's not even, you can't even pull it out, it's just dirt.
Mm.
So
interesting. It is interesting. What's up, everybody? Dave, obviously. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and say that we recorded a pretty long episode this week with Russ. It was about an hour and 50 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. But we're not gonna have a new episode next week. So we're cutting this episode in two right here at this point. So I just wanted to give this episode a better conclusion than just cutting it right in the middle of a conversation or whatever. So this is where this episode's ending. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next week with the continuation of this episode with Russ. Peace out.